You want to have people feel like they know you. The more that they can trust you through valuable content, the easier it is to sell. More followers doesn't mean more money. More right customers equals more money. You have to just create content that will attract the right people and repel the wrong people. So what's the best content you can make? You identify your ideal customer, you put yourself in their shoes, and you're not making 100 grand a month, 500 grand a month right now because not many people know about you.
Yes.
We live in the attention economy where whoever gets attention, they make money. You don't have to have the best product, you don't have to be the best dressed, you don't have to be the best looking, you just have to be the best known to your prospects. You have to put out content all over. Again, start with one or two platforms. For me, it's Instagram and YouTube, then it's Facebook, then it's LinkedIn, then it's whatever other platform there is like Twitter, X, but primarily YouTube and Instagram is my big focus, right? And so you want to have people feel like they know you. Why? The more that they can trust you through valuable content, the easier it is to sell. Okay, so for me, my strategy is I give away as much value on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, but then through paid ads, I can retarget the people that are watching my content. So I'll spend, let's just say, $5,000 and I'll promote videos on my Instagram. So I'll give you an example of this is what my Instagram looks like, right? So as you can see here, got a bunch of followers. Now some of them are like not engaged, whatever, but that doesn't stop me from promoting my content. If you can see here, 232,000 accounts reached in the last 30 days. Okay, how many of you would spend $5,000 to promote, to get 230,000 eyeballs on your content? So what we do is, I think just on our Instagram, we spent maybe 2.5 grand. We got 200,000-ish people reached, okay? Now what will happen is, because of AI and how Facebook and Meta and all of these platforms work, we will be able to retarget those people. Does this make sense? We're able to retarget people that watch our content. So I'm not looking for millions of people to watch my content. I'm looking for a few thousand people that are targeted, that are highly qualified. Does that make sense? More followers doesn't mean more money. More fame doesn't mean more money. More right customers equals more money. So I know people that have less than 5,000 followers that are literally making millions and millions of dollars. How? Because the targeted customer is very targeted. So just keep this in mind. When I want to learn something, I go and create like a group, say a crypto mastermind group, a YouTube growth mastermind, a finance growth mastermind, whatever the thing is I want to master. I go and create these groups, and then I go and invite all of the smartest, richest, genius people that I know. So I did this a while ago with a YouTube group. So I have a YouTube mastermind. I have some really, really big names in there. Like most people that you watch on YouTube, they're in this group, right? And so they share these insights and whatnot. And one of the common themes amongst many of them that I've seen is that you don't want to create content that just goes viral for the sake of viral. Did you guys get that? Because then the algorithm is just going to show you random people from all over. What you want is you want to identify one group of people that you can serve, that you like, that will like you, and that's who you want to make more content for. Are we on the same page, everyone? What will differentiate you versus everyone else is your ability to craft, obviously, marketing messages that gets attention. And one of the best ways is through videos. As you can see over here on my Instagram, I'll create videos. This is one that I just recently did, and I'm just gonna quickly break this down for you.
Every day is a good day. You make $1,000 a day, $10,000 a day, $100,000 a day, and every day you must live with your primary question in mind. In the past, my primary question used to be, how much money can I make? How many events can I speak at? Who can I hire? In my 20s, I did a lot of that because that was my primary driver. I wanted to make money. I wanted to have success. I wanted to have material wealth. I wanted to have time freedom, financial freedom, travel all over the world. But in my 30s, I'm a little.
By the way, how many of you found that valuable? I was not in the mood to make videos. As you can see, I was sweaty. Okay, I'm like working out. I get this text message from Kay, who's on my team, and he's like, you should have Mikey in your face, okay? By the way, this video shot really well, was on his phone, okay? So you don't need to have fancy equipment. Some of you get too hung up on what kind of lighting, just get your phone out and start shooting. In the beginning, just see what I'm doing, right? I want to get to, say, 100K YouTube subscribers. I'm putting out quantity. As you put out quantity, the quality will become. As you put out quantity, each video that you make, you're just getting 1% better, 1% better. There's a reason why the biggest YouTubers, they make like one video every 2 weeks, a few videos every month, is because they've realized that if you spend a lot of time crafting one valuable video, it's not 5 or 10, it's 100 times their value. So you can have one great video and it gets 100,000 views. But in the beginning, you want to get good at making videos. So how do you get good at it? It's a quantity game. Does that make sense? So in the beginning, it's a quantity game. You want to publish as much as possible. Something's going to stick. When something sticks, now you know, okay, you know what? This is what we need to do more of. So for example, some of my interviews with my friend Dan Henry, with Jeremy Minor, okay? Those videos have got like thousands of views. Guess what I'm going to do? More interviews. Does that make sense? Okay, but I wouldn't have noticed that until I have done lots of content. Podcasts are still hot, but people want videos. They want to be able to see, right? So now I'm doing lots of videos. Then for my Instagram and stuff, instead of, sitting down in front of my desk, I'm like, heck, wherever I go, like tomorrow I'm going to go out to Central London. I'll shoot 10 reels. I was in the gym in literally, I don't know, maybe in under 20 minutes, I shot 5 different videos. Okay, I don't even know what the heck I talked about. Now, if I start watching my videos and I start critiquing myself, then I'm going to be like, why did I make this video? I was thinking to myself, I wasn't even lifting heavy weights. Those are like really light weights. Why didn't Mikey get me in a shot with me lifting heavy weights? Or I'm like, that's a lot of sweat on my face. If you start focusing on every single little thing, then that's what's going to hold you back, right? Progress over perfectionism all day long. Money over meditation, okay? So the way you make money is not by meditating, it's by movement. It's by doing things. Like some people will like, but I need to plan. A lot of the times what I found is when you start to plan and then you over plan and every single thing has to be perfect, that's what holds most people back. The people that succeed the absolute most, the fastest, the greatest, they have one thing in common, which is not information, execution. So one is we're always going to be more critical of ourselves than everyone else. Like that's just like human nature, right? Like even I'm talking to you now and I'm like thinking to myself, damn, I need a haircut. Why didn't I get my haircut? My hair looks like I just woken up. I have professional clients like Dr. Holly and Kamal. He's probably watching me. They're judging me. I'm just kidding, right? But every single thing can go through your head, right? Instead of it's about you, you can just shift. What can I do for my prospect? You understand what I'm saying? What can I do for one person that's out there that needs to hear this information? So like today, one of my friends, Munir, now he's got like maybe a couple of 100,000 followers on Instagram, millions and millions of views on his TikTok from his like fat loss, weight loss journey, all of that stuff, right? And then today he's like, man, I just want to let you know, I watched one of your videos and then I was trying so hard to go and find it because he like went away and he wanted to show his wife and it was really good and blah, blah, blah. And then he's like complimenting me on this one video and I'm like, wow, you know which video it was? I think it was the gym video. The one that I didn't want to make, the one that I didn't review, the one that if I had like watched every single thing on post-production, then I would have probably said, oh, cancel that video. So sometimes you don't even know what will resonate. I'll give you an example. One of my very successful friends, very wealthy friends as well, he was giving me this advice. He's like, I've been watching your videos, but they need to be more professional. I saw this video of you in the car and you're like shouting. And I asked Mikey, hey Mikey, pull up that video. Yeah, making $1 million is easy. Why do you people make it so hard? That video got like how many views? 15,000 to 17,000 views. Now, imagine if I was listening to my friend who's smart, who's rich, who's blah, 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 give me all this advice. I was in the car. I don't think I even looked at the camera. Mikey, find me that video, send it to me. I was driving and I just went off at the camera. Okay? Just completely, fully unscripted, just explaining why do people make it so hard. You people are smart. To make $1 million is $84,000 a month, is $2,700 per day. One price point, you need one sale at $3,000 or three sales at $1,000 each. There's 2 billion people on Facebook. How can you not have enough people that want to give you money? You obviously are missing one or two things, because I'm giving you the most important thing, which is what? It's not what you look like, it's not what you sound like, it's economics. That's what you have to understand. At the back of your head, at the front of your head, it's economics. What's the price point that you're selling at, and who can afford those price points? How do you get in front of those people? Everything else comes afterwards. Okay, why do most businesses fail? Because of cash flow issues, right? But when you're a master salesperson, when you're a master marketer, you don't need to worry about cash flow issues. Yes or no? Like some of you know, earlier this month, my dad, mashallah, passed away. Okay, Allah called him back. That was beginning of the month. I was away from the company for about 2-3 weeks. I saw the sales almost flat. Okay, first few days I'm back in the business, pulled in like nearly $40,000 in cash. Why? Because I know, hey, sales matters. Sales is cash, right? Cash is key. Cash flow is key. Cash flow is the oxygen. If there's no sales in the company, if there's not, if I'm not hitting $100,000, $200,000 a month, like the business is below standard. Okay, that's just my, when you're starting off, you're trying to make 10 grand a month. At your level, Jamal, your basic hygiene standard should be minimum 100 grand a month. Your price points are 10K, 20K for your offers. If you're not selling even 4 of them a month, $40,000 at 20K is 80K a month. What are you doing? Right? So then you have to get clear on what's the activities in your business that produce cash flow. Webinars, challenges, live events, making offers, making sales calls. Okay, how do you get people to come in? Ads, spend money on ads, make YouTube videos, post more. Okay, you do well in LinkedIn, go and find the last 10 posts, because people like you on LinkedIn. Yes or no? That's how people find you, right? Take the last 20 posts that you made on LinkedIn, take those posts, put them on a Google Doc, read over them, stick them on a teleprompter or on a Google Doc, and make a YouTube video, and then make 10 on your last 10 best performing LinkedIn posts. If those people liked you on LinkedIn, there's a good chance they're going to like you when you make videos on YouTube. How do you get out of your head? You don't focus on you focus on what benefit can someone get. I'm thinking to myself, you know what, if there's one person that watches this and they get value, the rest will. Are you guys getting this? Okay, what's happening is, by the way, I used to have this as well, because I'll do live events, and sometimes I'll speak in front of hundreds, if not thousands of people, and then boom, I'll make a YouTube video and he only gets 100 views, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe like only 100 people watching this. But you have to understand, that's 100 real human beings. Does that make sense? So honor the value of just one. Think to yourself, hey, if I was speaking to myself 5 years ago, 10 years ago, what can I give as valuable advice? So what's the best content you can make? You identify your ideal customer, you put yourself in their shoes, and you look at the world around them. So I know when it comes to business owners want 2 things. They want leads, and then they want sales. Yes or no? They want leads, and then they want customers. Okay, I know 15 years ago when I got started in business, what was I doing? I was handing out business cards, I was going to networking events, and I absolutely hated it. I would go to these networking events wearing a suit, people would be drinking. I'm Muslim, so I don't drink, and I didn't want to be around alcohol. And then I would follow up with people. YouTube wasn't as big. There was no like, oh yeah, follow me on Instagram. It was like you hand out business cards, and I was a brokey back then, so my business cards were free business cards. In the back it said, this business card is printed for free at vistaprint.co.uk. Get yours for free. How many of you know what I'm talking about, right? That's what I would be doing. VSLs, video sales letters and webinars, they want that hot. So what would I do? I used to hand out CDs. Okay, how many of you guys remember CDs and DVDs? So I would order blank CDs from eBay, okay? And then I would download the video, the VSL from a website. I would burn it on the DVD, and then I would hand out those DVDs. That's what I used to do. And then I discovered through digital marketing something called online lead generation. So hold on. At that time, okay, when I was morbidly obese, I didn't have much confidence, I didn't have much money, I dropped out of university in my final year. From there, instead of talking to people one-on-one, I could go to online, I could place tiny little ads all over the internet, like Google ads. You know what Google ads are? 3-line ads. I could place these ads and then have endless amounts of people come to me. That just blew me away. That was mind-blowing. Why? Because then I never had to struggle for leads. Does that make sense? Okay, because where are leads? Leads are everywhere. So you don't have a leads issue. What you have, majority of the time, is a marketing issue and getting your marketing message dialed in. Yes or no? Think about it. There's 2 billion people on Facebook. So how are you going to say, where are people? No, there are people. There are people on Instagram, on YouTube. You have to just create content that will attract the right people and repel the wrong people. Very simple. Jamal, say my business, I make 1 video a week. Or let's just say it right now, I think we've made like a few videos the whole month, okay? Because obviously I haven't been working all month with my dad and family and all of this stuff, right? So actually today's like my first full day of working. And I think I can squeeze in maybe 4, maybe 5 hours of work, okay? That should tell you the whole month I have not done much work at all right? So let's say I make 100 grand this month and I've published maybe 2 videos, okay? If I publish 10 videos, my income is 500K. If I publish 20 videos, my income will be say $1 million. Why? Videos, putting yourself out there gets you attention. If you get attention, you have more leads. If you have more leads, you're gonna make more money. The reason why you're not making 100 grand a month, 500 grand a month right now is because not many people know about you. Does that make sense? So
Yes.
we live in the attention economy. We live in a world where whoever gets attention, they make money. You don't have to have the best product. You don't have to be the best dressed. You don't have to be the best looking. You just have to be the best known to your prospects. And the reason they get more attention is because they are committed to their craft. And that's what you have to do. You have to commit yourself to, hey, how bad do I want it? And sometimes as entrepreneurs, we can be very selfish, right? Because we think it's all about us, right? That's how we make money. It's all about us, right? Like we're the star, we make videos, we make money, right? A question that I learned long time ago from one of my mentors is, who benefits if you become successful? So if you now make, let's just say on average, majority of my customers, let's say they make 10 grand a month, okay? And they're trying to get to 20K, 50K, 100 grand a month. If you now go from 10 grand a month to making 100 grand a month, who around you benefits? Maybe you have daughters, maybe you have a family, maybe you have a community, maybe you love donating to people in Palestine, people that are poor, people that need help. You're not focused on just yourself. When you're in your head, you're dead. That's something I learned from Tony Robbins a long time ago. Okay,
Right.
So you can't be in your head. If you're in your head, then you're dead. Okay, if you just think about yourself, then every single little thing that you do, you're gonna get affected by the good and the bad, right? So how do you just focus on value creation, output? First, you have to understand the formula. Okay, wealth is created by value and by leverage. Value is how you can help other people. In today's day and age, that's content. That's giving away stuff that can be helpful to other people. Leverage is having lots of people seeing it. Okay, so for example, I tell this story often when I'm speaking on stages. About 15 years ago, I started making YouTube videos. I used to go to university. You would find a lecturer that would speak to 50 students, right? But he's not speaking to 10,000 students in an auditorium. Yes or no? Whereas, how many of you remember the Gangnam dance guy? Okay, the guy that did the Gangnam style. Okay, his video right now is like one of the most viewed videos of all time in the history of basically mankind. Okay, billions and billions of views. Okay,
Wow.
now think about this logically. Who's got more skills? Probably the university lecturer. But who impacted more people? The Gangnam style guy, right? That's why he's rich, famous, well known, has high status, credibility. Does that make sense? Right? That guy will probably forever be able to make money for the rest of his life. Why? He understood it. He's got value, but he leveraged it in the way. Same way, university lecturer, let's just say they make on average 150 grand a year. You know, on the high end, I don't know how much they make, but I'm just saying 150 grand a year, 15, 20 grand a month. Then you have young kids that are using YouTube, launching courses on TikTok, and they're making $50,000 a month. Why? One has more leverage. Your ability to make videos, whether it's on YouTube, LinkedIn, Instagram, TikTok, wherever, that's where you get leverage from. So value multiplied by leverage equals wealth. If you're chasing money, if you're chasing wealth, if you're chasing success in any area of your life, you have to figure out, do you have a value issue or do you have a leverage issue? Now, most people that are my clients, like you, ladies and gentlemen, you already have lots of value in your head. You've already spent 5, 10, 20, 30 years in your expert field, yes or no, right? You've already done, this is the value part. Now you have to figure out how to leverage it. How do you take what you know, put it into content, put it into webinars, challenges, funnels, VSLs, YouTube videos, short form content, long form content? How do you have leverage so the end result is wealth?
Welcome to the stage with 2 Garmin Club Next Awards.